Hey guys, I have seen that most of the people they only focus on the setups, right? And they try to ignore this execution part. On the execution part, they directly try to enter, and they don't know where to keep their stop losses, how to book their profits, right? Whether to hold it or not, have patience or not, right? Okay, and where to keep their TPs. Lots of the problem stands over there, right? Okay, and lots of people, I can see the people they are losing on that path, right? So this video is for you all, right? So we'll try to learn about the how to keep your stop losses, how to keep your TPs, right? And how to have patience to hold your trades, right? Okay, so let's go.
Today we try to learn about the three level of confirmations getting your entries right. Now where should you keep your stop losses and where should be your targets, right? Okay, so most of the time I can see that people fails on their executions part, right? Okay, so let's try to see, right? So if you have not watched the three levels of confirmations, whether to find for the bulls or the bears, right, whether there is a trap or the breakout, real breakout, there is a video that I have made recently for you all, uploaded for you all, right? So you can check on that one, right? Okay, but over here today we are going to learn about the stop loss and your targets, right? So let's go back to the 1 hour time frame, right? And we'll try to see the resistance first. All right, okay, so first resistance is going to be this one, right? And second resistance over here, and third resistance you got over here, right? So you are targeting this first resistance first, right? Okay, from here as soon as you get the breakouts, first target is this one, right? Okay, so this becomes your entry, right? Okay guys, let's go back to the 15 minutes time frame, right? So you got a, as soon as you break out and you got a retest pass, you got a confirmations from here and you entered from here, right? Okay, so now where to keep your stop loss first? So let's try to learn about the stop loss first. The first support you have on this levels, right? And second supports you have over here, right? So you are going to keep your stop loss below this levels, all right, second support, because even if one support breaks, you have another support that can protect you. That is very strong point for you all to keep your stop losses, right? And the next thing is, right, so below this levels it is going to be bear side, so most probably below this levels only, right guys? Okay, so let me mark this one with a little bit thicker, right? Okay, so below this levels again, the market, if it was a trap over here, market trying to go back and trying to break below this levels becomes a bear. So this whereby the price converts from the bulls to the bears, right? Below this levels, right, we are going to keep our stop loss. In fact, if you are making an entry from here, your stop loss becomes very big, so that becomes invalid, right? Exactly, it should be from here, right? Okay, so whereby your stop losses, you have a good two supports on a downside and you are keeping your stop losses below this levels, right? Okay, so most probably I'll love to keep my stop losses below these levels, right? Whereby market, in fact, if it happens to get a fake out from the top, right, and comes back, this is the reversal point whereby the market can go up to again for the bearish zone, right? So conversion levels, right? Okay, this is my conversion levels. So I'm going for the breakouts on upper side, right? And I'm targeting, this is first resistance that you have, second resistance and third resistance. Whenever you are trying to keep your TPs, right, so TP1 will be below this levels, all right? First, this is the resistance, because you never knows, right, whether the market is going up to this resistance or not, whether it is trying to react on this resistance or not. Sometimes market happens to go up to this levels and give you all a big downside move, and you would book zero profits and you are going to get into regret, emotionals, all those things happen. So first TP over here, and my second TP again below this levels, right, below the resistance, because you are never knows, right, sometimes it approaches till your resistance and come back, all right? Okay, so and the third TP is over here, right? But if you are holding for the whole set, your full TP is not being heated, right guys? See over here, right? So for that reason, all right, so for that reason what you are going to do is, next thing I'm going to give you all the next step, all right? Okay, before that one, right, firstly what we have tried to learn, firstly your entry, right, your stop losses, all right, below two support whereby the price gets converted towards the bearish one more time, right? Okay, your stop loss, your TP1 in this levels and TP2 below the second resistance, and TP third final TP below the third resistance. Yeah, second resistance first and the third resistance, right? Okay, so you have TP1, TP2, TP3 over here on a upper side, and you are targeting all the way on upper side. If it happens to break out, you are going to hold all the way on upper side. So this is what you have planned for the targets, right? So overall This is the non resistance that you can see. So maximum you will be targeting this levels only, right? $67,209 on the upper side. But you can see whether market without hitting the TP3, you can see the market have converted towards the again bear side, right? Okay, if you have been holding for the final TPs, you have got nothing over there and you came all the over downside, right? So for that reason, right, what you can do is you can have a small trend line from here, right? Okay, try to draw a small trend line over here, right? Okay, so in these levels, right, you are not, as long as you're above this trend line, you keep holding an upper side, you keep holding on a upper side, right? Okay, and you're going to as soon as market happens to break down from these levels, right, and in case if it happens to pass the retest, that it is more, even if it is a small retest, if it happened to pass the retest, immediately you are closing over there. In fact, at the same time, you are going to book your TP1, right, while market going on upper side, TP2, right, but overall you have the partial positions inside your trade again, right, active, which is active for that levels, right, for that positions. Once you can see that market immediately breaking below this resistance, right, I mean like retest zone, right, you can immediately close that one without giving your second thoughts, right? So this is how you will this is how you are going to build the patience in the market, right? I have been explaining you all, again I'm explaining you all, right? Okay, so while holding an upper side, right, as soon as market happens to break down from the trend that you have, right, and pass the retest, then you can close it, right? It doesn't mean that market is not moving an upper side. It means it is going to take time, right, or market come down and converts itself from the bull side towards the bearish side. So 2 points you can learn from here, right? Okay, so for this levels, what you are going to do is you are going to go for the smallest time frame, that is maybe a 5 minutes time frame, right? So actually you are trying to find the setup for the short, right? Okay, similar like that. All right, okay, so you see that market have tried to give you a small breakouts, all right, towards the downside from this levels. In fact, you have tried to get a breakout from this levels also, but the retest couldn't confirm on the downside yet, right? Okay, it couldn't close down, right? But the next levels, you see that is market have tried to break out towards the downside, and on the retest phase you have tried to get your entry for the shots in this levels, right? So immediately from here you are going to exit your long position. So this is how you are going to build your patience, right? So you don't know whether the market is giving you an upper side or downside, and you are holding it, right? Your execution part is very important, right, guys? Okay, so this is how you are going to hold for the longer time, right? Okay, for the smaller time scalpings, you need to go for the smallest time frame. For the bigger time swing trades, right, you can follow the bigger trend lines, right, for the bigger time frames. So accordingly it has the same concept for the smaller time frame as well as a bigger time frame, right? Okay, so as soon as the market happens to give you the retest, then you can close it, right? So TP1, TP2, and at least you book your TP2 over here, and you closed your whole positions over here, so that you don't have to wait for all those things on a downside. So this is the smallest technique that I can provide you all, right, so that you can get the entries, how to keep your stop loss, all right, and how to keep your TPs, keep booking some profit, and as soon as market changes its directions, we can get exceeded, right? So this is a simple technique, though it looks very simple, but when you are executing it, it becomes very difficult. So you need to have extra focus on those levels, right? While not trying to break below the trend line, you can finally hold, right? Okay, but as soon as it happens to break down, then you need to have extra focus over here, whether the market is giving you the retest and passing the retest or not, right? Breaking down, passing the retest. So it accordingly works for the downside move as well as the upper side move. So accordingly you can plan it, right, guys? Okay, so over here you could book some profits, right? You couldn't hold like though your third TP is not heated, you could make some dollars at least from those levels, right? Okay, so this is how you are going to plan your execute your setups, right? I have told you all, right? So getting a setup is not only the thing that you can do in the trading thing, right, trading field, right? So execution parts plays a very big roles on how profitable you goes in the trading field, right? Okay, so that's all. Have a good time. Hope that was helpful for you all. Take care. Bye bye. See you all. Before that one, if you have not watched the video that I have uploaded for 3 levels of confirmation, you go back and watch that one. That's very important. Bye bye. See you all. Signing off, Dragon.